In the last book, the mysterious stranger Soul took advantage of the eclipse to make himself the leader of Shadowclan. The obvious question is, how did he know there would be an eclipse? He's a cat. The prologue of this book explains Soul knew about the eclipse because Midnight the Badger told him. That's not an answer. How did she know about it? She's a badger. Specifically, it said Midnight gave up the secrets of the clans. Oh, so she gave Soul a copy of the Warrior's Field Guide. That definitely explains how Soul knew everything.
Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review.
The first 40% of the book is dealing with the Soul situation, and I thought it was pretty good. The weird part is the motivation. The trio doesn't want to stop Soul because he's an evil villain who's ruining life as they know it. No, they want to stop him because he said he might mentor them someday. They're just trying to get Soul back on track with that. Why the heck do they trust this guy to teach them after he conquers Shadowclan? I'm pretty sure if he did try to teach them, it would be a trick to conquer ThunderClan. As for Hollyleaf, she wants to stop Soul because she loves the warrior code. She can't bear the thought of Shadowclan not being warriors anymore. She insists that there must be 4 warrior clans. So clearly nobody told her about the 5th clan in Firestar's quest. Continuity! Shadowclan starts a minor argument with a hunting patrol, and cats start getting sick. The trio sneaks onto Shadowclan territory, where Soul is recording an episode of his podcast called StarClan Stinks, Worship Me Instead. Lionblaze has a training fight with Ashfur. The fight gets too intense. They try to kill each other for real. This leads to Lionblaze having a nightmare where he kills Heatherpaw. There's an outbreak of green cough. Leafpool says they need catmint to cure the disease, but all the catmint in ThunderClan territory was destroyed in last book's battle. There's not enough catmint to cure the sick cats. At the Medicine Cat Moonpool meeting, Midnight talks to Jaypaw. Midnight should explain why she helped Soul conquer Shadowclan. She should apologize for her actions. Instead, she says meaningless double talk, like, faith, stronger than weakness it is. Then she leaves. Typical Midnight. The 2 main Shadowclan ancestors ask Jaypaw to save their clan. Jaypaw figures the correct solution is lying. If he creates a fake miracle with falling trees, that will convince Shadowclan to rejoin the warrior cat religion. Tawny Pelt is disgusted with Shadowclan. She finds their lack of faith disturbing. She and her 3 kittens temporarily join ThunderClan. Her kittens are so cute. Oh man, now I care more about these 3 kittens than half of the cats in ThunderClan. Tawny Pelt says Shadowclan has given up sharing food and protecting their borders. No more border patrols, eh? Sounds like a great time for Firestar to take back the disputed territory. Shadowclan also eliminated having a single medicine cat in favor of having all the cats learn basic medicine skills. That's actually not a bad idea. The adorable kittens help our trio create the fake miracle. It turns into a real miracle when the 2 main Shadowclan ancestors appear as ghosts. The cats debate whether or not that makes the message legitimate. A cat named Toadfoot threatens to expose the fake miracle, and this is a storyline that will not appear again. Sorry, Toadfoot. Shadowclan goes back to normal, and Soul leaves the clans. For now. The green cough outbreak gets worse. Leafpool says they have to get catmint from RiverClan, but they can't do it because that would require going through Shadowclan territory. Remember, Shadowclan did not protect its borders for the past 100 pages. There was plenty of opportunity for Leafpool to travel through there, get the catmint, and save everyone. But no! Leafpool waited too long, and now they're forced to let the clan die. Jaypaw suggests the obvious solution, which is ask someone else for catmint. After all, Leafpool has helped other clans with their sicknesses in the past. Leafpool says that's not an option right now because it would make the clan look weak. She'd rather let the entire clan die than ask for help. Leafpool is a terrible medicine cat. Firestar gets sick, the elders get worse, and the hospital runs out of room. Jaypaw has a vision telling him there is catmint in Wind Clan territory. Jaypaw uses his superpowers to enter a Wind Clan cat's dream to locate the catmint. It's near the entrance to the underground tunnels. Jaypaw asks Lionblaze to go there, but Lionblaze refuses. He might see Heatherpaw there, and that would be awkward. Yes, Lionblaze would rather let his entire clan die rather than visit his ex-girlfriend's neighborhood. In his defense, Lionblaze keeps having nightmares of a fight to the death with Heatherpaw. He wants to avoid that at all costs. Dream death scares him more than actual death. Lionblaze asks, why can't they make Hollyleaf go? Jaypaw says she would rather die than break the warrior code. And seriously, why are so many cats willing to let the entire clan die? I have no idea why Jaypaw doesn't tell Leafpool or Firestar about the catmint. Either one of them would take care of the situation, and they would believe him without question if he said he learned about the catmint in a dream. The sickness gets so bad they have to quarantine the sick cats. At this point, Jaypaw travels back in time for 5 chapters. If you told me 20% of this book is an unexplained time travel story, I would not have believed you. Jaypaw goes to sleep and wakes up in the past, in the body of a cat named Jayswing. He gets a little romance going on with Jaywing's girlfriend, Half Moon. Hopefully the real Jayswing never finds out about this. He struggles to fit in with this new time period. Jaypaw doesn't want to mess up the timeline, so he helps convince the cats to move from the lake to the mountains, where they eventually become the Tribe of Rushing Water. Jaypaw returns to the future, and the time travel doesn't get mentioned again. What was the point of it all? I don't know. The sickness gets steadily worse to the point that Firestar loses a life. Lionblaze finally agrees to get the catmint. As he feared, Lionblaze sees Heatherpaw. She lets him take the catmint and warns him, don't turn evil. Gee, that scene was worth 100 pages of build-up. The catmint heals everyone, and Jaypaw is officially promoted to Jayfeather. The final part of the book reveals the identity of the secret villain who tried to kill Firestar in Sunset. That happened so long ago, I forgot that even happened. What did I say in that review? Brambleclaw wonders what cat would betray the clan like Ashfur. I bet it's Ashfur. Hey, I was right. Ashfur reveals himself as the secret villain. He wants revenge on Squirrelflight for breaking his heart. He plans to kill the trio during a fire when Squirrelflight reveals the trio are not her children. Dun dun dun. But who are their parents? The prophecy says they're Firestar's grandchildren, so logically they have to be Leafpool's children. But nobody thinks of this possibility. Ashfur plans to reveal the paternity scandal at the next clan gathering. All the cats fail to convince Ashfur to stop. Ashfur is murdered by an unknown cat right before the gathering starts. It looks like the next book will be solving a murder mystery. The end. Post-book follow-up. I like the first part of the book where they have to defeat Soul. That was interesting, although it's not the best idea for a superhero cat story. I didn't like the middle part about the sickness. It dragged things out too long. I was mad at Lionblaze the whole time for letting everyone die because he had a scary dream. The time travel story was too weird and unexpected for me to enjoy. The whole time, I was confused by what was happening. It might have worked if Jayswing was a character we had heard of before this book. It might have worked if Jaypaw traveled back in time to the original series and dealt with young Firestar. Maybe. It's just plain weird to interrupt the book with a time travel story without warning. The final section of the book was decent, although all the Ashfur stuff probably should have happened in the previous series. It's been over 1,000 pages since Ashfur or Squirrelflight were important characters. It's a little weird to see the series go back to them temporarily. It's also weird to see Squirrelflight interact with the trio. Why didn't they interact with her before this scene? I have no idea what kind of mother Squirrelflight is, so it's far less impactful to learn she's not their real mother. Overall, I liked the book more than I disliked it. If it wasn't for the middle part, I would be all for this book. The middle part was bad enough as it is, but throwing in a lengthy time travel story that doesn't affect anything just makes it worse. They could have used that time to reintroduce the Ashfur and Squirrelflight drama before the big finale. I give Warriors Power of 3, number 5, Long Shadows, a 7 out of 10.